Alrighty, Monday, November 23rd, 2020, 10:04 a.m. We are in the middle of the challenge. Today is the 16th day, if I'm not mistaken, of our challenge. So we have completed the half of the challenge so far, and we have another 15 trading days to go. Today is the 16th day of the challenge. So let's look at the daily chart. Okay, and again, it takes a while to load because we have a lot of data. Okay, so we see we are sitting just above the green and yellow line. We went a little underneath and now we're back above on the daily chart. Okay, on the hourly chart, we see we are at the top of resistance. We're above all the lines, sitting on top of the blue moving average right now. But yeah, my feeling is to go short, and then I'll continue with discussions. But let's get short this market. Again, we're at the top of the range, and it seems to me that this would be a great place to go short. Okay, so we are filled. Okay, we are filled. We're short 5 S&P December 20 minis at 35.79 3/4. Okay, so let's continue. So in terms of what's going on here, so we have a high of 35.88, a low of 35.45.5, and we are up 24.5 points right now, about 0.67%. So back to the charts. What we were trying to say here was, so yeah, you see we have that big down move from 36.20, right? Went all the way down to 35.40. And then it's been in this wild range. Well, I should say tight range between 35.90, 35.80, and about 35.40 or 35.50 or so. So right now we have gone short because we're in the top of the range. We see, again, the averages are coming together once more. We see that on the 1 hour. Let's look at the 30-minute now. The 30-minute chart, we are, okay, so in the last hour, we went above the red line. I actually waited to get in because I didn't believe this breakout was real, but I also didn't want to go short until there was some confirmation. So anyways, in the 30-minute, we went above the red line, and also you see the red line is sloping downwards, as we discussed Friday. So you see it's starting to go down. That moving average. So we went above, now underneath, and we're starting to again see the averages come together, and it looks like we may be going back to the lows, but we will have to see. In terms of the 15-minute chart, we see a big, again, that big breakout right back down, sitting on the green, the yellow, about to hit the blue moving average. And if you look at the longer time frame, you see that it's just at the top of the range, and it looks like it's a good short here. So that's the 15-minute, 10-minute. Let's look at that one. The 10-minute chart is loading. Alrighty, so 10-minute, similar situation, sitting on the first support line now. Let's see if it breaks through that. Okay, similar situation. 5-minute. It is okay. It just hit basically all the support lines and the blue line as well, and then bounced above it, and now it looks like it's heading back down. So that's the 5-minute. Okay. Okay, that's that. And then the 3-minute. And yeah, watching all these different time intervals is helpful. Okay, what just happened? Let's go back to the 3. Let's try it again. I think we scrolled out of it, okay? So we are in the 3 minute. Yeah, so it's very important to look at the different intervals so you can get better pictures of what the technicals look like. And to me, again, I don't care what analysts say. I don't care what anyone says in terms of the markets. I care about one thing: what the market does, where it goes, how it moves, and how it reacts. And if it goes through certain levels, I want to be doing certain things. And if it goes through other levels, I want to be doing certain things. And that's it. And I don't care. You know, people could say the market's the worst it's ever been on planet Earth. Sell everything. But if it's showing me signals to go long, I'm going to go long. And if it says signals to go short, I'll go short. Anyways, and that's my competitive advantage compared to others where they'll just follow analysts. They might have a vested interest, and whatever. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Let's make money on the downside. Let's make money on the upside. Let's just do what we need to make money, and to build net worth and build generational wealth. So, okay, so here we see on the 3 minute, it has going down through all the averages. It's sitting on the red average, a little above the red average, this red moving average right here, and it looks like it's about to break down underneath it. Now, in terms of the 1 minute, we are underneath basically all the averages. So let's say if we take out the lows. Okay, that's the story. See you guys in a bit. It's 10:10 wins. 10:10 wins. It's 10:10 a.m., Monday, November 23rd, 2020. All right. Alrighty, I'm back. So it's 10:12 a.m. We have not yet put in our stop. Let's do that right now. Very important to have a stop whenever you are trading, because you do want to contain your risks. And sometimes the markets can be fast, and you want to maximize your gains and minimize your losses. So, okay, so let's see over here. We have that high at about 35.87.5. Ideally, I would want to put my stop in there, but again, I am trying to be more defensive now because of the fact that we have had a really good run initially, then we had a really rough couple of 3-4 days, and then we're starting to make back what we've lost. And our goal is to, like I said, we're halfway through this challenge, and our goal is to not only be at the peak, but to break out into new heights. And that's the goal, to try to do the best we can and show and demonstrate every single day how we would trade a real account, more or less. Again, this is simulated and this is not necessarily indicative of future results, but just to give everyone an idea of how, our style and how we would look to trade the S&P futures. So, in terms of the stop here, let's look at the 10 minute. Okay. Okay, so again, we have that 87.5 top. I'm thinking maybe that would be very tight, but I was thinking even 75.5 as a stop. Let's look at some more time frames. Yeah, maybe 75.5 is a little tight because the top of this 30 minute is right here. You see, so that high is 35.83. Okay, 35.83.5. That's going to be our stop. 35.83.5. Again, it's a pretty, it still adds up, because that's 10 points away, and 10 points when you're trading 5 contracts is $2,500, either up or down. But it's actually a little more than 10 points away. But again, it's all about the levels you get in and maximizing your profits. And you can see, like, many trades did not work out and many days did not work out for us, but overall we're ahead from when we started, and we're going to even look to build it even more because of the fact that when we're right, we make a lot more than when we lose usually. So you see, we're back at 158. We're aiming to go to 160 soon, and then from there to 170, and then keep on building up, momentum. That's what we're looking for. So in any case, we have our stop. Here it is, 35.83.5. Okay, market right now is at 35.72 3/4. at this moment, we're up 1750. But again, if the market reverses and goes higher, that will be substantially less, or it could be negative. And if the market keeps going our way, we'll be doing okay. So that is the story. And let's see where we end up. Right now it's 35. Hold on, let's get rid of this. 35.72. And yeah, I would want this to break under 35.60. And if it does, then I think there's smooth riding back to the 42 level. And by the way, guys, Friday, you know, if you go review the previous videos, and I am going to update them with more of the, you know, it takes a lot of time. You guys have no clue how much with editing and everything. And I'm doing a lot of things by myself right now until we build that empire. So it does take a lot of time to go and edit them. But if you go back to Friday, you'll see there that when I say edit them, I mean like to post the videos as they are, to group them, because like I have different clips that I save throughout the day on my screen, then I merge them all together into one flowing video clip, and then I start putting all the notes on it, and that takes a lot of time, putting the notes, putting the cover and all of that. So I have already posted all the videos up through Friday. Today's obviously not yet because we're still working on it, and I still have to figure out how to do that live and get it all together and whatever. But I feel that this way it's just so much more smoother, and most people wouldn't watch it live necessarily either, but it is being recorded live, you know, no doubt. So now on Friday we got out, I think it was like 50 something. Let me just check. We got out. I have my notes I'm checking right now. So we got out on Friday we were short at 35.72 3/4. And then we got out, not because we didn't think it's going to go lower. We actually even said we called 35.42, and we had, I think, a limit order at that price at 35.42. But we got out at 3:59, 15 p.m. at 35.54 3/4. Lo and behold, it ended up going to a low of 35.42 3/4. So 3/4 higher than what we were aiming to get, meaning we could have made another, I don't know, a bunch of points. But anyways, that was a very interesting thing. So we're looking for this market to break through these averages right now on this 30-minute chart, to go through the 35.60 level, take out that low. And then if it does that, then we're looking for it to go back down to this 35.42 3/4 level, around there. And then if it takes that out, then that would be pretty significant, because it's been a really strong support level. You see that? You see how many times it's been supported there? So then if it takes that out, then we can easily, in our view, go back to 35.14 or so, even lower. So let's see what happens. Alrighty, guys. So see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, it is 10:30 a.m. Monday, November 23rd, 2020. So here's what's going on. So we have touched the 60 level. Okay, right now we're at 61. So it looks like we are going to break through that level, potentially. And if it does break through that level, then our next target would be the 45 level. So let's see. It is bouncing a little bit here, but you know, I still feel that the technicals are leading to the 42 level. All right, let's see. Alrighty, it is Monday, November 23rd, 2020, 11:03 a.m. So we had this move under the 35.60 level, and then we had a bounce back to about 72.5, hit the resistance levels, and now we're heading right back down, and we're slicing through this red moving average on the 5-minute. All right, now we're at 35.67.5. All right, let's see. Alrighty, so let's look. It's 11:31 a.m. Monday, November 23rd, 2020. So here's where we're at. We had that top at 88. We went down to 35.60, back above 35.70 and change. Perfect how these moving averages were perfect resistance. It broke through the red, but then hit those moving averages, and those moving averages just kept the market lower. And then the market, after it hit the 35.72 or so range, whatever it was, the market went back down, and it's collapsed down to around 35.53, bounced back up to around 35.58, and now again we're heading to the lows. Like I said, I'm expecting this to go back to the lows of the the 40s. So what I'm gonna do here is let's just look at some other time frames before I make that decision. Here's the 1 minute chart right here. We're gonna look at right now, and the 1 minute chart, we see a very similar pattern. It did, though, break through those resistance levels, but then when it hit the red line, the market brought it down. Okay, and then here we started to get close to the blue line, and then the market's starting to head down again. So what I'd like to do is, I would like, boom, the market's all right at 52.5 right now. I would like to move my stop. Yeah, I was gonna move my stop to 60.5, but since we are already at 50, let's see. Let's look. For now, I'm leaving my stop alone. I haven't done anything yet. But my thought was to move the stop and lock in profits. So let's see where we're at right now. 30 minute. Okay, 30 minute, we see we're about to take out these lows. We're heading right towards these 42 and change lows. Okay, and then let's look at the 1 hour. Okay, we are also approaching those lows, as you can see. And look at this bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the 7th time that it touches this level. You see, around here. This level right here. So my feeling is that on this break, if we get a solid break underneath it, we may have a really nice sell-off. You know, a little intensification of the sell-off. Like I said initially, you know, looking at the daily charts, I was looking for it to go back to the bottom of this range here. So, okay, let's see what happens here. So, yeah, let me just confirm. Let me show you what I'm talking about on the daily chart. Okay. Here we go. Okay, you see, so I'm expecting it to go back to the 32.50 area over time. Again, I don't know if it's going to happen in a day, but, you know, I'm expecting it to go back here, okay, around this area. So, but we will have to see. And that's what's going on right now. So we are bouncing a little bit off of this low. Let's see. On the 1 minute, we see that, okay, we see that we're bouncing a little bit above this low. Let's see, this was, okay, so we have a low of 35.48 3/4 on that bar, and then 35.54 for the high. So, let's see what the market does. For now, we will leave our stop alone for now, but we are watching this market pretty closely. Okay, thanks. Alrighty, so as we are looking at the markets and we are waiting to see what's going on, I wanted to give you a little bit of a peek into some of the charting I use on my computer when I'm not, you know, when I am not just remotely outside or using my phone. And these are a lot of the technical analysis I use, a lot of the different charts and the time frames. And as you can see, there's a lot of data I look at, a lot of charting. I have the Russell. I could see like all the stocks that are moving in the Russell, the down ones, the up ones. I can sort them out, and I do that for the Russell, which is like the small caps. Okay, we have that, and then I have the NASDAQ. I can have the strong companies, the weak companies, so I can see what's actually moving. And then I also look at the NASDAQ 100. I look at the strongest companies, the weakest companies on the day as they're moving, and I can sort them out as well. So you see, and then I have, last but not least, I have the Dow. So Boeing, for example, has been on fire today, and it's actually been on fire recently. I mean, here, let me click on Boeing as an example, but you see, like, so there you go, and you see that big rally here from the lows of about 140, and went boom up to like 220, as high as 220, and now it's at 208 and a quarter. But anyway, so there's a lot of technical analysis. I'm very excited as you guys are joining me for this journey to a hedge fund. Like I said, once I complete the 30-day challenge, I'm gonna look to go and start trading live, creating the entities, creating the structures, and starting to build up the track record so we can become the leading hedge fund. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Alrighty, it's Monday, November 23rd, 2020. So we did hit, here we go. We hit 48, excuse me, we hit 48 3/4 of a low. And now it looks like we're having a little bit of a bounce. We're at 57.5 right now, 57 1/4. And let's look at the 5-minute. We also look like we're kind of trying to bottom out here as we're approaching these moving averages. And guys, this is a very important thing. You need to be flexible when you trade. And you might be like, yeah, I'm expecting the market to go down, down, down. But anyways, let me get out before I do anything else. Okay, I'm going to get out right now. And we're going to get out of the market. Let's, okay, let's get out. Okay, we are filled. Okay, so we sold Monday, November 23rd, 2020. I keep scrolling it down so you can see the actual prices. So we sold 5 at 35.79 3/4. And now we got filled. We got out of our shorts at 35.58. Our gain so far in the day is approximately 3.36%. Which is approximately $5,437.50 gross. And our net equity, get ready guys, is above $161,636.80 at the moment right now. We have concluded our first trade of the day. We're going to cancel our stop because that was a protective stop that we have. And again, we may get short again. We may go long. We're going to look for the next opportunity here that's available. But again, you know, we had a nice gain. We got in at a good point. We had that big down move. And as the market started to bottom here, we figured we would take some profits. Now, it is looking like this may be a good short so long as the market stays under this blue line on the 3-minute chart. Let's confirm that for the 5-minute as well. Basically, the way I envision it, yeah, same situation. The way I envision it is if it's above 35.60, I want to be long. If it stays under 35.60, I want to be short. That's what I see here right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and put in a buy stop. Okay. Hold on. Not alert. We want to do an actual order. So I'm going to put, actually forget that. I'm going to go short again. This looks like a good short, and I'm going to put my stop at 60.5. Okay. I'll keep it tight. Okay, we're filled. We're short the market again. We are short 5. Monday, November 23rd, 2020, 11:52 a.m. at 3,556 on the S&P. And we are going to put in our stop at 60 and a half. That's going to be a tight stop, okay? And if it breaks above 60 and stays there, then I will probably get out of my, whoops, yeah, let me make sure. I'll probably get out of my shorts and go long, okay? Which again, going short means you're basically betting the market should go, will go down, and you make money if it does, and you lose money if it doesn't. And going long means you think the market's going to go up and you buy. So it's it's basically a buy and a sell. Do you sell first and buy back second, or do you buy first and sell second? So that's the story. So in terms of where we are right now, we're at 35.57. Again, if it goes above 35.60, then I would probably say that we may go back to the highs again. So we will have to see. It is kind of a range-bound market. So again, that's important to consider as well. And here you see the 1-minute chart. So you see all of that. Interestingly, all these moving averages, the resistance lines, especially the upper ones, are just under 35.60. We have them like 35.58, 35.59, around there. So yeah, I think it was a good entry. I'm glad that we took the profits and we locked them in. And now we've put a much tighter stop so that if the market's going, let it go. That's the philosophy that I learned years ago on Wall Street. If it's going, let it go. A big mistake people do, they go get in a position, they get on the right side of the market, it starts going their way, and they're like, wow, I made money, and they get out. And then what could have been a life-changing profit ends up being a little tiny one, and then they go start looking for other things and forcing, trades out of the market, and they don't make money, and they lose money. So, if it's going, let it go. If the market wants to keep going down, let it go down, But you have to play defensively, and you have to be cognizant to the fact that your main objective is to consistently grow your capital week after week and month after month. You're going to have some down times and whatever, but over time, you're looking to develop the strategy. So since we're trading every day, where we're out every single day and we come back in every single day, so we're showing you 30 opportunities of how we trade for 30 days, and today is the 16th day. So that's the story, guys. Let's touch base in a little bit. We will see. I mean, again, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong, and I'm cool with that. If the market goes above 35.60, I get stopped out, and then I decide to go long. That's cool. It's no. You see, nothing personal. When it comes to the markets, guys, don't be really, really stubbornly wrong and let it cost you everything. If you're wrong, take the loss, admit defeat, admit you were wrong at that point in time, and just move on. Move on to the next opportunity. All right, guys? Okay. Talk to you in a bit. Alrighty, so we were stopped out. It's 12 p.m. Monday, November 23rd, 2020, and we were stopped out of the second trade at 35.60 and a half. Yet we're still at under 35.60. So basically it hit our trade and then came right back down. As you can see here, you see what's going on there. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to wait and let's see where the market goes in the next few minutes, and let's look for the next opportunity. We traded twice today, although it is looking like a good short entry here when you look at this. So yeah, I'm gonna go short now. Okay, we're gonna go short. When opportunity strikes, we gotta go. Okay, this will be our third and final trade on the day. Whether we're right or wrong, we're going to conclude our trading for the day once we get out of this. So, okay, our final trade of the day. We are short 5 contracts at 35.55. Okay, and in terms of our stop, we're going to put in our stop We're going to put in our stop at we'll put in our stop at one more minute. I'm looking at the different. Okay, we'll put in our stop at 35.62.5. Okay, we'll give it a drop more room, not much. And you see, some of our profit has disappeared, but we'll see what we can make back now with this move. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at 35.62.5, so it has a little room where it's not too tight, but it also will not take away all our profits on the day after we've had a good day so far. So, okay, so we are up right now 2.84%. We're up 4,500 on the day at this moment as we speak. We were up substantially higher, but we will see. It's still early. We will see where this market goes. So, this is what's going on. We are at 35.52 3/4 right now. Okay. Alrighty, guys, so it is Monday, November 23rd, 2020, 12:25 p.m. So we were stopped out of our final trade. We do limit ourselves to 3 trades per day, and we got stopped out at 35.62.5. We're up about 1.58% on the day. We did give some of our profit back. We were up a little bit, higher. And in terms of dollars, we're up $2,500 gross on the day. And our closing equity is approximately $158,630.50. Alrighty, so we are not trading no more today. We're sticking with our discipline. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.